forever, basically, but I mean living to the point of where you're de-aging. So in latest news, there's this billionaire or millionaire that's basically come up with this new formula to live forever or to de-age himself. So the way he plans on doing this is by basically going through this medical procedure that he plans to document for about 2 years. And in this procedure, he plans to basically go through a procedure to where he's planning to live forever. In this article, millionaire Brian Johnson has planned up a project called Project Blueprint, to where he plans to basically have a blueprint to live forever or to reverse his aging. Now, in this plan, he plans to basically show the rest of the world how you can live forever through a day by day diagnosis or projection of how you can de age yourself. So, he's going through $2 million worth of this research and procedures to be able to live forever. But the question I have to ask is, why would you want to live forever in the case of where you're already aging? So Brian has answered this question by basically transferring blood from his son, who is 16, into him, into which way you're practically reversing his bloodstream to newer blood. Is basically trying to reverse his age. In actual fact, it's not a bad idea, but it's not going to make any sense. Or how much blood would you need to actually try and circulate your son's blood into your blood system, and then from there onwards circulate more blood into your son's blood system, to where both of you guys can live forever per se. But looking at Brian's case, he plans to live forever in a world where de-aging is basically the new thing that everybody's trying to compete against in the millionaire status, basically. And Brian, as a millionaire, is trying to basically patent out a formula to where you can give the public a proper formula of how to live forever, or the amount that it would cost to live forever. But Brian's view on living forever isn't actually living forever, but I think which it is cheating death. If you're trying to cheat death, at least try to the best of your ability, but don't try to cheat it by using the cover up of living forever, but you're not actually trying to live forever, you're just trying to cheat death. In the next part of the article, he states that he wants to live to 120 years old, into which way it gives him a long enough lifespan to plan out and to map out the life to where he can actually say that he lived that long, and to also get to a point of where he can also say that he also has seen the world through a different lens at 120 that he is now at the age of 45. But Brian tends to forget that obviously with the plan of de-aging, you also can't de-age your organs, your heart, your liver, or your stomach. These are vital organs that your body needs to actually use to live and produce proper toxins and antibiotics in your blood system to where you actually have to live. But I think that Brian hasn't really comprehended the fact that living forever isn't actually an ideal of living forever. It's an ideal of where your body slowly fades away while your mind lives forever. And in this case, where Brian is actually trying to state that I want to live forever, it's actually going to hurt him in the end, because his body is going to fail on him before he can get to his goal. But I think that looking at Brian's case, it's a case of where nobody's there to stop him, and nobody's there to give him the critical truth of his age has already caught up to him. You can see it in his face, you can see it in his length in his body, you can see it in many different ways. But I do think that Brian has the right idea by plan out this blueprint for the rest of humanity to at least see if it is possible. But I do think that the way that he's going about it is actually an end-to-end purpose, into which way nobody really benefits, and only the only person that benefits is him to the long run, and his family, if they manage to get it right and they actually can patent this formula of living forever. I think that his family and the people after him will actually benefit from living forever instead of the rest of the world, because not everybody can afford a $2 million procedure or process to live forever. And I think also the fact of de-aging also doesn't account for the most important part of your body, which is your bones. I mean, pharaohs in Egypt has had this idea of living forever, but in the afterlife. And even in that case, they couldn't take any of the riches with them. So I think that Brian coming along with 21st century technology isn't really going to help his case, but it's just going to prolong the whole theory of living forever, and looking at living forever through a lens of rose tinted glasses, instead of looking at it from a reasonable perspective of, do you really want to live forever, or you just want to be the person who said that I live forever, into which feeds into a deeper purpose of self motivation and self realization of, can he actually complete the fact of, can I actually live forever? But guys, tell me what you think in the next video. But until next time, see you.